Thanks for joining us again for another edition of Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. What's good, man?
Yo, yo, yo. What up, man? What up? We've finally ended off with the March Madness. Congratulations to the Michigan Wolverines. Is that what they are? What are they? What are
Yes.
they best? They Wolverines too? Yeah. I did not expect them to win this championship. I thought when it was kind of falling off toward the end of the season, that was it for them.
Right, right.
But they brought it back together, man. And that defense around the paint is just crazy.
A lot of
I
size.
mean, yo, UConn could not get any easy shots in the paint.
Right.
Nothing.
The only shot they could shoot
Nothing.
was the 3-point shot. That was the only shot they could get off.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the game that Michigan finally fell off the cliff. Like I was saying, I thought that they weren't gonna be able to maintain this high percentage of
3-point shot.
3-point batches they've been making. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was almost 50% from free throw.
Right.
And this the game finally fell off, finally fell off, but then they still had great, amazing defense.
Yeah, it was. It was a tightly contested game. I mean, UConn was fighting back hard, man. Fighting hard as can be to stay in that game. But Michigan, just the sheer size that they had in the middle with that, I felt like they had three players, right? You already had a 7'3" guy that was down there, and I don't know what the other two guys with their height was, but they was just causing so many problems for UConn in the middle, man. They were struggling to get shots up.
Yeah, and they were aggressively helping out. You know what I'm saying? There was no shot they didn't try to block.
Mm-hmm.
If it was around that paint area, nobody was just standing there watching.
Right.
Everybody
Right.
everybody was
Right.
jumping. And this main guy who was, kind of hurt, he was like recovering from injury this thing. He sucked it up, man, and
Right.
played through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Well,
wasn't gonna miss this game.
well, good thing he did, man, because I mean, it's Michigan's first title. So you didn't think about this. We discussed that they were watching the game. This is the first title since 1989, man. So I think that was the
Mm.
Glenn Rice years.
Yeah, that's oof. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
long time.
that's a long time ago, man. So first title. And
Mm.
yeah, a lot of size, man. When you got 7'3" and 6'9", 2 6'9" players out there, that's a lot of size down there, man. It's gonna give any team problems.
Yeah, I mean, not just size, they're athletic. Like they were
Yeah,
jumping, like they were coming from the backside. People think they got an easy layup and just swatting it. You know, there was
right.
nothing easy, man. And then
Well,
so you kind of start more relying on 3-pointers, because
they
they couldn't
did.
really get their shots up in the paint.
Right. But they were shooting horribly from three. I
Mhm.
mean, they had two players that shot 30%. They were 3 for 10 from three. The
Yeah.
Mullins kid, the
Yep.
hero from the game against Duke, he was 3 for 10, man. He was missing some wide open shots, too. I think if he would have hit his shots, this would have been a much closer game.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that's just
They
the
could
way it
have as a
is.
team. Then don't forget in the second half, their point guard fouled out. He fouled
Right.
out the game too
Right.
going down the
That's true.
stretch. So
Yep.
yeah, once he went out there, it was kind of like okay, that kind of written it off because they was already struggling to keep up with him.
Right.
And then once he went out, yeah, it was
Yeah,
kind
you're
of
right
peanuts,
about
bro.
that. I felt like they did kind of give up towards the end in the fourth quarter. Well, big because I mean they was expending so much energy to get shots off. You could tell that they were getting
Yeah,
frustrated with that. But I mean, you and I were talking about this as we were watching the game. The refs were allowing a lot of stuff to go, more. It was a
oh
lot of
man,
contact.
were they ever? I mean, just they were just letting them play, man. I mean, I wish I would have known I would have blasted the under in this game, but yeah, man, they were just letting them play. It was a whole lot of
Hmm.
contact. They were just letting them go. That I
Right,
normally
right,
see called, 8 out of 10 times easy.
right. Yeah, it was a
Which I like.
lot.
I mean, I ain't complaining about it. Yeah, I ain't complaining about it.
Yeah,
Just they know they're gonna do it.
right. I mean, look, I
And I
always
think
say, look, if you're gonna call it close, or if you're not gonna call it at all, just make sure you do it on both sides.
right,
I'm
right. As long as
fine
it's
with it.
even.
Long as it's
Hmm.
even. If you're gonna call every ticky tack foul, well, make sure you call every ticky tack foul on this side. If you're not gonna call any fouls and you're gonna let them bludgeon each other up, well, make sure you do it on this side, you do it on that side, and I'm all good with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it did keep it even on both sides. It wasn't like one team was getting particular calls or anything like that. It
Right,
didn't seem like it to me anyway.
right,
But yeah, they were just letting them play, man. They was letting them play,
right.
which I think is the advantage of Michigan at that point because they just seemed like they were more physical. They
They
were more
were.
athletic. They were more physical. They were bigger. It seemed like just bigger.
Well, they started bullying them in the paint, even on the offensive end.
Yep.
They start
Yep.
pushing them around. Even though I still got to give UConn a lot of credit because they kept that game close. They could have easily lost themselves and just given up in that first half. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, when they were getting
Yep.
pushed around, but they kept fighting to stay in the game. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. They made a decent game. Well, at least it wasn't no blowout or nothing, and they didn't have to
yeah,
try to come back at the end and like that. They kept it close the whole thing. So
they did. They
they get their
did.
prop. But just,
Yep.
Michigan was just on a mission. It was
Yeah.
on Michigan this year, man.
Well, speaking of blowouts, I mean, what a disappointing game with UCLA and South Carolina on the women's side. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Uh, yeah. I thought this was gonna be a so it'd be a little closer. I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
But that's what you get on the women's
But
side. There's a lot of blowouts, throughout the tournament. But that's every year on the women's side. You get some close ones, but you get a lot of blowouts.
yeah, you get some big blowouts. We talked about that.
Hmm.
You get some
Yeah, yeah.
blowouts.
I mean, this was a 28-point loss by South Carolina, 79-51. Just wasn't competitive at all. I mean, we're talking more about Dawn Staley and Gino going at it. I mean, I'm glad Gino finally apologized to Staley. Saying he lost himself. He probably was more upset he was getting his ass kicked, but
And I'm sitting
but
there
there's still
like,
an
and
excuse.
of course, I take South Carolina. It was like, what was it? Six. They was getting 6 points. I was like, you gonna give South Carolina 6 points? I think it was 6 points. Can't remember
I don't know
how
what it
much it was.
was.
I think
Yeah.
it was 6 points. But I was like, you gonna get South Carolina six? Oh, give me the 6 points easily.
Mm.
Give me the
Mm.
points.
Hmm.
And they get drilled, man. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, man. Only when
Yeah,
I pick them.
they
Only
destroyed
when I
them.
pick them. Yeah, they did.
Hmm. So, not much to talk about on that side. I mean, it was a straight blowout. I didn't watch all of the game because there wasn't much to watch.
Yeah.
But it was a good
I watched it on
season.
the track. I didn't actually watch the game happening, but I watched it on the tracker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was hoping that it was going to be more competitive, but it's hit or miss where you can get a good game on the women's side. But
Yeah, you
all
just
in all,
expect
good
those
season.
teams. You
You
just
would
don't expect
expect
South
South
Carolina to be.
Carolina to be competitive,
Yeah,
right? Either they're going to blow
you don't
somebody
expect them
out
to
or
be.
they're going to be in a highly contested game with somebody. You know,
Right. Yep. Yep.
but good
Absolutely.
basketball all around. A lot of great players showed out in all of these games, women and men's. So we can always appreciate that. We had some buzzer beaters. UConn over Duke. We had was it Duke over LSU? Yeah, Duke over LSU on the women's side. Game winning shot, which was a travel. Not saying that because I'm an LSU fan, but she did
No, I
travel.
didn't see it.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
you
see it.
had to see it. Oh yeah, she did her two steps to the left, then she pump fake,
Mhm.
and Flau'jae flew by. Then she stepped to the right and shot the three. And it's like, whoa, whoa, she got her
Hey, here
too.
we go. Hey,
With
here we
the
go. That
gather
definition we
step.
were talking about. Yeah, they was gathering and re-stepping and counteract stepping. And then you add a quarter euro, and then that makes it legal because you add a quarter euro. I mean, good lord, the way
Yeah,
they be getting away with this crap is outrageous. Outrageous. I mean, some of these joints, I saw one joint, Giannis took two dribbles for the whole entire length of the court,
yeah,
which is
yep, yep.
crazy. I don't care how big your steps are. You're not going the whole court two dribbles, man.
Right, right, right,
That's
right.
crazy. And
Yeah,
they just sit
and
there
did he
watching that
euro
and
it?
don't say nothing.
Did he
You're
go
right.
euro it?
And the one to get me, is when the player is checking the guy and they call it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the defender be like, that's travel. He traveled just now. That's
Well,
travel. They don't say
look.
nothing, man.
So look, I get the gather step because it's like whenever you stop the dribble, it's like whatever foot you're on, that's your gather step, and then you got two steps up. I get that. What I don't understand is a stretch that they started stretching now is the step through step. Like I don't get that. Like
Yeah,
you like
that
you like
extra
you
step,
know
and they let you take that step to
they
take
let
the
you take
shot.
a whole nother step. Now
Yep.
in the 90s, you taking the step, but your other foot was still planted.
You got to
So it
be
was a
planning. You can't
pivot
move that
foot.
pivot.
You couldn't move your
Yeah.
pivot and you can lay it up.
Yep.
Now they're taking a
Yep.
whole nother step. They're releasing that pivot foot, taking a whole nother step. I'm like, whoa, that's travel.
Yep. Yep.
So they're stretching that step through move. Because I mean, that was always a move. That was a move. Kobe did it. Jordan did it, where they would do, they would go into their pump fake, fadeaway
Right.
shot.
And then
They'll get
somebody.
you with the fadeaway, or
Yeah.
they'll fake the fadeaway and they'll step through and lay it
Mm-hmm.
up. But the pivot foot was still down when he did it. These dudes now just
Right.
stepping and lifting up that pivot foot all the way. And that's a whole nother step. That's a travel.
The one I really don't like is when the pivot foot be sliding around the court.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Like the ref not even looking at it. Like, do you
Right.
not see that pivot foot moving? It's
Yeah.
moving all around. Come on, dog. You see it clearly.
Yeah. He's on the other side of the court. How did you think he slid over there? He slid that pivot
Right.
foot. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
need them to clean that up in the game. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some
I
guys.
don't
I
know
mean,
when they tried to. Well, I don't know when they try to redefine the steps and all that stuff, but this is ridiculous what they doing now. This is
right,
absolutely ridiculous.
right.
Because now I don't even know if a gather step is in the rule book. I think that was made up. I think that's a made up terminology.
I no,
Gather step. I gotta gather a step. What? Gather?
I think they added it in there recently. They added it in there to simplify when the dribble stops.
I'm gonna have to investigate that because that
Yeah,
that don't even sound like the proper term to me. That doesn't mean anything to me. You're gathering a gather step. What I need to gather? What am I gathering? That you either dribbling or you're not dribbling. That's it. That's it.
the
There's,
way
there's
I
no there's no
the way I read it is you're gathering the ball. It's like when you're dribbling and you gather the ball, you're picking the ball up, kind of. You're picking the ball up and you step. That's supposed to be your gather step to gather the ball in. That's supposed to
Yeah,
be
but
the
we
idea.
talked about this. But
But
we
that
talked
doesn't
about
count it
this.
as a
So
step.
that's saying that I can in between dribbles take eight or nine steps in between dribbles. I can take 8 or 9 steps in between a dribble. If I slow dribble,
No, no,
I can
no,
take
no.
a dribble, take
No,
eight or nine steps.
no, it's when you end your dribble. It's when you end your dribble, you're gathering the ball in. And whatever foot you step on, once you gather it in, it doesn't count as your two steps. It counts as your gather step.
Yeah, yeah,
And
gather step.
then you get two steps. Because that's the thing that James Harden innovated. He's like, I still have
Also,
my
I know.
dribble.
Well, James Harden was going a whole different direction. I mean,
Yeah,
he's not even going in the same direction that he originally was going with his gather step.
right.
He's going forward with his gather step and then taking a step back to take the shot.
Right. Because he still has that one foot that's back. And so he's stepping back on
No,
that foot,
he's
and then he
he,
give you two
he's
more
taking
steps.
a he's
He's
taking a
going
full
forward.
step with both feet forward, and then the left foot comes back, and the right foot comes back with it, and he shoots.
Well, no, he doesn't shoot.
That's three steps.
He doesn't shoot. He take
No,
two
he
more
does
steps.
shoot. That's
He take two more steps after that.
well,
So
that
he
too. Yeah, that
dribbles
too.
and he gathers the ball and steps back. That's his gather step. And then he stepped to the left after he didn't step to the right and do two more steps and he shuffled two more steps and shoot the ball. And it's like, yo, it's
Yeah,
close.
how's that not 3 steps, dog? How's that not
Yeah,
3 steps?
that's three
I
steps.
just
It
don't
is.
understand. But
It
when you look
is.
at it in slow motion, it's really 3 steps when you look at it slow motion.
Yeah. That whole gather step that's tricky. That's what they threw into the game, and that's what people are complaining about. Yeah, it's kind of hard to describe. I'm okay with the gather step. It's that daggone step through that bothers me. I don't like the step through shot.
Mm.
It's like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
yo. You lift the pivot foot.
yeah, they let them lift the pivot foot before they take the shot. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. On the playground. You come
At
to the
least
playground,
Jordan,
yo.
at least Jordan when he did it, at least Jordan when he
His
did it, he
pivot foot
would
was still
jump.
down.
He'd be in the air. Yeah,
Yeah.
he would be in the air when he's doing it. He like
Yeah.
when he's shooting it, when he moves that foot, he's already in the air shooting. He already
Yeah.
done jumped.
Well, he jumped off of both feet. So, but I mean,
Right.
and on the playground, you come to the playground in New Orleans, you're going to get called traveling. You're going to have to up the ball. That's
Oh
traveling,
yeah.
homie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no all that. Yeah. Oh no, no, no. On the blacktop, ain't none of that. Ain't none of all that gather step and all that Euro
Yeah.
crap. Nah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
travel dog.
But,
And you
but,
get slow mo to look at it.
yeah. But I mean, speaking of the NBA and the gather steps and the step throughs and all that, NBA season is coming to an end. We're getting ready for the silly play-in games and then playoff games. Looking forward for the
Yeah.
playoff
You
games.
sure that they're not gonna have a end of the season
Tournament?
midway through between playoffs tournament? Yeah, they're not gonna have another tournament in between.
They may.
You done, kid.
They may add another tournament in, a play-in game, a play-out game.
I,
The first one
who
in, the
won
first
this
one
year? I
out.
don't even remember who won. I barely remember it happening. Who
Who
who won
cares?
this year?
Who cares?
You know, Uh,
Get
why
get
they
rid of
doing
that
that crap?
nonsense.
Really,
Hell,
so dumb,
I mean,
so dumb.
I cannot
And
imagine
then you
putting
got
up
to
a
give everybody
banner
rest.
that says we won the mid end season tournament. Who
Oh my
cares?
god, they
Who's
better not. They're gonna get
and,
clowned so bad if they do that. They're gonna
and
get clowned so bad.
who they gonna name the mid end season? I don't even know what it's called. The end season tournament MVP trophy after. Who they gonna name that after? I wouldn't want
Right,
my name
right.
on that. Don't put my name on that.
Nah, uh-uh. No, ain't no asterisk or nothing. Just don't exist. Don't mention that joint no more.
They'll bitch at
We
it.
gonna
Don't
have
even
to
put
look at
that
this
in the
like,
trophy case.
let's
Yeah,
Mandela effect that whole tournament like it never happened.
right.
How you gonna have a tournament that counts on your record? That's so dumb. This
I
is just
know.
dumb,
Well,
stupid.
because
So stupid.
they follow what's going on in soccer, in Europe. This is how they do it. They do in-season tournaments. If you don't the worst team in the league, they get put in like a G League or something like that, and they gotta play well enough to get back into the premium league or
Wow.
whatever it's called. Man, like, come on, man. Why are we doing this?
Right.
Just stop
Yeah.
following what they do. We liked it the way it was. Let's just play the 82
Yeah.
games and then play the playoffs.
Yep.
I told
If
you
it ain't
before what my
broke, don't
solution
fix it.
was. Told you what my solution for what the NBA's problem
Play
is.
less games. Play
Less
less
game.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been
I
talking
wouldn't
about that.
take it out of the regular season. I know a lot of people don't agree with that. I would take it out of the playoffs. I remember the first round of the playoffs used to be a 5-game series. Hell, I would have put it down to a
Mhm.
3-game series. I don't really care
Yeah.
about the first round. Let's get out of the
Yeah.
first round. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of everything, and that's the second round. And I don't know why, I don't even want a first round. Let's get
Yeah, but you
second.
know that's the if they miss anything, they're not gonna miss playoff games. Because it's too much money for them.
Well, they shouldn't
That's
have
what you
added
need
them.
to do.
They shouldn't have added. We used to have 5-game series, first round playoff games. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
Let's get the
What is
first
it
round
going?
over with.
What didn't it go back and forth or something? Like it was at for 7, then it went to 5, and then it went back to 7, something like that.
No, it was always the first round was always 5. It was always 5 until like the late 90s, early 2000, I think it was. I always say it was to help the Lakers because because the Lakers, I remember they were struggling at the time. I think it was before Shaq got there. Yeah, and they were trying to help them make the playoffs or help them win the playoff games. But yeah, it became a 7-game series, and I think that to me makes the playoffs too long.
Right. Yep.
Because remember, we used to get out of the first round real quick. The Bulls would play the Bullets or the Wizards and sweep them in 3 games, and like, good. Let's get to the next round. You know what I mean? But now we got to
Right.
play in
Yeah.
a
No,
7-game series
they
in the first round.
yeah, they gotta play. They gotta pay these max deals though, man. So anything to make more money, they're gonna do it.
Expand the league,
Unfortunately.
add more teams, do anything else, but stop adding more games. You can add more games by adding more teams. You
See,
get
but
what I'm
then if they
saying?
add more teams, they're gonna have more playing. That's what they're gonna do. They just gonna make them
No,
more encouraged to have more playing games.
no, get rid of that. Keep it at 82. Make the first round
Mm.
of 5-game series. Add another team. They're going. I mean, Seattle is coming. The Seattle team is coming. I think they're going to come with
Mm-hmm.
Seattle and Las Vegas. That's going to be the next two teams. That gives you another 82 games being played throughout the season. So you got
Small
more
market,
games.
though. Yeah, but the market's kind of small though. Those are not big
Well,
markets.
no, neither one of them
But
huge markets. But what other huge markets are there? You can add another team in Chicago.
no, that's why I was saying they're going to do it in the playoffs because they're going to take the playoff games because that's the only way they're going to
Uh,
still get that big revenue is in the
all right.
playoffs. They're going to have to
Well,
start a whole new franchise.
you're watering it down. I would rather they not. But it
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. I mean, get rid of the in-season tournament, get rid of this play-in game, first round, 5 games, and compete.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
other
For real,
news.
especially since like you said,
Oh,
since
go
you got
ahead.
the playing game, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, since you got the playing game, you definitely should have a first round
5.
shorter
Yeah,
series
yeah,
because you got the playing game. That's your extra games right there.
yeah. That's your extra games. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. If you want to do that, because remember that was supposed to stop tanking, and apparently it's not.
Mm-hmm.
We already had
Nope.
Draymond Green complaining about that. Not the Kings foul Seth Curry to prevent him from shooting a three or something like that at the end of the game, but he felt like it was done to tank to make sure they lost the game. So I don't know if you saw that, but that's what they've been talking about. And Draymond Green saying that he gets fined for the things that he does on the court. Why not fine these teams for tanking? So
I
to
mean, they
me,
did. They did. They picked out of Utah. Then they found like
mm,
$500,000 or something like that. So yeah, they found
for
them teams.
tanking,
If they could show you tanking for real, like for real, you tanking, yeah, they're gonna find you.
eh,
They're gonna find
eh,
you because that joint that they did was absolutely blatant. I mean,
well,
they're like, whoa,
they
whoa, 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 we are five. You come sit down. You, hey, you, what's your name on the end? Yeah, yeah, you no, you all the way on the end. You going, you in. Here's your time to play.
But they
They
didn't
played
find
all
the
the screen.
Sacramento Kings. Based on what Draymond Green was talking about, they didn't find the Kings.
Yeah, but
The
I don't get
NBA,
that
the
situation. I
NBA,
don't.
the NBA determined that it was made that what they did was a mistaken strategy. It was like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because why would you foul if you're already down
no, they
to
were
ensure
up.
you up?
They were up by
They
one.
were up? Oh, you know what? I did see a clip about this. Yeah, they was up one and they fouled them, and they was asking why they fouling.
Why are you fouling? With three
Why you
minutes
foul?
left.
Yeah,
With three
yeah,
minutes left.
yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
gives the Warriors,
I did see a clip about that.
yeah, the Warriors actually used that as momentum to come back and win that game. And Draymond felt that it was tanking. So I mean, you can't prove
I
it.
mean, it was Sacramento. You probably gonna beat them anyway, but
Yeah.
and I don't
So
think they had. I think DeRozan was out that game too.
yeah.
So
I don't
they
know.
was probably
I
gonna lose
like
that.
DeRozan, but I mean, every team he goes to, they struggle. I mean, ever since he left
Yeah,
Toronto, he hasn't had much success.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he's just that. He's kind of like a Kawhi Leonard in a way, like kind of no energy, kind of just even playing face. No rah rah,
Yeah, but
no
Kawhi
energy.
wins. like, like
Yeah,
I felt, yeah,
kind of,
he was winning
kind of.
in Toronto. He's winning in LA when he
With the
plays.
Clippers,
When he plays,
yeah,
yes, when he
he's
plays.
been playing this year. He's playing this year.
Yeah, he's been
He's
playing
been
this shit,
playing
and
this year.
then the 8th seed. So
Yeah, the AC.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's better than what we normally see the Clippers.
Well, yeah, historically, yeah, for sure.
So, but
I mean, they're
oh,
supposed to be loaded when they had Paul George and
oh yeah,
Harden and Kawhi and Zubac. Yeah, they're supposed to be loaded back then, but
yeah, and they
that
traded
fell
away.
apart.
They traded away the best player in the league, the MVP, SGA to OKC. What a dumb move, Clippers.
Still one of the dumbest moves you ever could do.
Yep.
For
So
Paul George.
for Paul George.
Mm,
Silly.
mm.
Oh, look, other
Unbelievable.
good news. I don't know if you saw this, but Kevin Durant and a investment group has purchased the land, the site of Six Flags that was in Bowie, Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
They've purchased that land. So not sure
That's
what they're
what
going
they
to
do
do with it.
first.
It hadn't stated, but they purchased
No
that
more
land.
apartments.
Or it might be.
No more apartments. No more
Uh,
apartments, man.
I,
No
you
more
would
apartments.
you would hope that they would do another amusement park, but who knows? We don't know.
That's what they need. Yeah, because that area right there should be dedicated to amusement parks. If you ain't putting no
Right.
amusement park there, don't put nothing.
Don't put nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. No more,
So
no more plazas or apartments though, man. I'm getting tired of that. That's getting
right.
so ridiculous.
Right.
It's bad enough we got these data centers all over the place. Now you got to have apartments all over the place.
What? It might be
It's
another
so
data
hard.
center, so get ready for your electric bill to go up some more.
Oh my God. What if they did that? Put a data center over that joint. Oh my God. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna have
Hmm.
to look out for that. Cause I'm
Yeah.
gonna be out there with the people side, dog. I can't have my electric bill going up. I'm gonna be out there, dog. They can't we do no
Yeah.
more data centers.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel the same way. I had enough of data centers. I mean, the electric bill has already gone up significantly. It's like, yo, and
Yeah.
they keep going up and down. Like if you look at your bill, you'll see at one point it'll be 17 cents a kilowatt, then it'll go down to 14 cents, and it just keep going up and down. They get you, and they usually raise the cost during the winter time, which is weird.
Mhm. During the winter? No, it's during the
Yes,
summer. When everybody running the
both,
ACs, man.
both, but
No,
during the
when
winter,
everybody running the AC in the center. Because I remember in the summertime, that's when my bill can reach over that 100 where I actually had to pay some money. Because I got an automatic joint. But in the wintertime, man, my bill be 40
be low.
bucks, 50 bucks.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people getting the expensive bills during the winter because they do raise the rate on you during the winter time. So it depends. I guess it depends if you got if your
I
heater
would just think
is
it's
electric.
summertime because you running AC units and stuff like that.
But
And
if
you
you got
know,
an electric heater, some people have you might have a gas heater in your house, but some people have like
yeah,
those heat pumps. Those use electricity.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so it varies, man. So get ready for your
Mm.
data center.
No, sir. Picket signs coming. Writing up tonight.
All
Just in case.
right, well we'll
No, sir.
see. All right, before we wrap up, man, look, we got to talk about NFL draft coming up at the end of this month, man. You ready?
Yeah, man. 23rd already. I'm just really getting into mocks and all that stuff. So I don't know who we get is gonna be up in the air, but I'm telling you, Dallas need to pick up a safety. If they don't pick up a safety this year, I'm gonna be highly disappointed.
Mm.
I mean, early. Gotta be first. I want first round safety. That's what I want. First round
Wow.
safety.
First round safety?
First round.
There's a safety
Yes.
that's worthy of a first round this year?
Oh yeah, at least two of them. At least two, especially that guy from Ohio State. That's the guy I
Mm.
mainly want. That safety
Okay.
from Ohio State.
I
That's
think
the
you can
main
get
guy.
him because nobody else is looking
Yeah,
for a safety.
they, they saying it's possible he could fall to us. You know what I'm saying?
Probably will.
Possible. But it don't look like it because he's doing a lot of mocks is going high. He's
Really?
that good.
Okay, because you
And
don't usually see safeties going in the first round.
you really don't. Not that, especially early in the top 10.
Yeah,
But yeah, so Mox is already talking about him going early.
because last time y'all took a safety in the first round, it only lasted for a few years. It wasn't
Yeah, yeah. Roy Williams.
Warren Williams, he was first round, right?
Yeah. Roy Williams is first round. Yep. Early
Big
first
hitter.
rounder.
Couldn't cover a
Yeah.
couldn't cover a
Yep.
bed. Eh,
Yep. Once he got exposed, it was over.
Yeah. I mean, if his ball awareness, what was it, awareness in Madden, his awareness would have been zero.
Yeah. Yeah. Could not cover. Could not cover at all.
But yeah, but as far as the Saints, I'm not sure who we're going to draft in the first round. I don't need another offensive lineman because already got four offensive linemen who were first round picks on our offensive line already. I don't need that. I don't need another one of them. I think it's three of them. Eric McCoy was a second round draft pick, but he's all pro. We don't need another center. We don't need another guard. That was the first round. Now both our tackles were first round picks. No more.
Mm.
All right. I was saying running back, but we got Travis Et or Eti or whatever he wants to pronounce his last
Yeah,
name.
Etienne. Yeah.
I like him. All I would say is probably get a big body receiver. We can get a big body receiver in the first round. I would go with that. Defense, I would get a defensive end in the first round and call it a day. It's either defensive
Mm.
end or big body receiver. Other than that, don't do nothing. Trade back if you got to.
Mm. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think. I don't know if there's big body receivers like really out there like that. Who's coming out?
But we need a big body
This guy I
receivers.
can think of the top of my head is the dude from Ohio State, but he's not coming out yet.
Mm. I'm
Jeremiah
sure
Smith
that
from
I'm
Ohio
sure
State.
there's a big body receiver out there, probably at some Utah State or Arizona. I mean, what's the kid that came from? Was he came from Arizona State that went to Carolina? The Panthers receiver. I think he won Rookie of the Year, right? Miller,
Miller.
right?
McMillan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
McMillan.
McMillan.
Tatron
Yeah,
McMillan.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, if we can get a receiver like that, first round pick, six
Mm.
four, 6'5", that would be outstanding because we need a big body receiver. We got too many fast little guys. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So we need a big body receiver that can catch some stuff over the middle.
Right. Olave small.
Yeah, a lot of he's a small receiver. He's got concussion problems, so we probably want to protect ourselves and get a receiver that can take some big hits, a big body one. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll be ready for that. We're gonna be ready for the NBA playoffs. So stay tuned, folks. Oh, big shout out to myself for winning the Voice of Reason bracket challenge. You know what I mean? Yes, I
Uh,
had Michigan winning the championship, and I won it all. I had Brad. I was thinking Brad had it wrapped up, but Brad picked Arizona, so he fell off.
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So
Yeah, man. I put the wrong brackets into the tournament. I had like 20 brackets. The one I had with Michigan winning, I didn't put that into
yeah,
to the
sure.
to the to the bracket to our
Yeah,
bracket. You know.
yeah, right. You want us to believe that
Even
nonsense?
that, even that, I was still at like 1 millionth, something like that. 1 millionth place. Even with having Michigan at as the champions, and it was Michigan versus UConn at that,
Oh,
and I still got 1 millionth place.
well, on the women's side, Brad and I both picked UCLA to win, and we both got
Mm,
that. But he had more points than I did, and so he won that. Got a pretty
mm.
high score in that as well. So good stuff. Thank you all for participating in our bracket challenge. We're gonna do it every year, man. It's fun stuff. Good stuff to talk about. Bragging rights. You get a nice pat on the back for winning. But yeah, stay tuned, man. We'll be talking some more about NBA playoffs, NFL draft. Stay tuned. All right, ready to wrap this thing up? Thanks for joining us
Yes,
again. We
indeed,
do this
man.
thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Holla.